what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Sunday Night Charts with Jim of All Trades. What's going on, guys? It's been a while since we've done this, so glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's check in with the group, see who's here, if anybody's here. We got Keith here. That's it. It's just you, Keith. Just you and me and 4 lonely viewers. Happy 2024. Mr. Evo, good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, let's figure out this chart. Let's look at the wave structure, see if the wave structure is telling us anything. What are the waves saying to us? Is the ETF decision maybe coming this week? Is it going to be coming on the 10th? I know the deadline is the 10th for one of the filings, and so I don't know if that's when the approvals need to happen or what. But if the 10th is a key day, we need to watch out for the 10th. That may an approval or even positive news about an ETF will more than likely trigger a negative result in the market, in my opinion. I'll give that logic in just a minute. But yeah, guys, so be careful here this week. It could pump, it could dump, it could pump and then dump. There's any number of things, but we're going to look at the wave structure, see if there's any clue as to where the price might be heading, if the waves are telling us anything, or are they just kind of benign. Is it an I don't know burger? I don't know, guys. I don't know if it's an I don't know burger or not. We'll see what the analysis says. I'm going to kind of come at this as a blank slate tonight and just kind of see what's going on. Is the audio and video looking good, guys? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know if we're doing all right. What's up, S. Joe Coco? Good to see you. All right, guys. Let's jump in. Don't forget, I'm not here to give you financial advice. Never going to do that. Ever. I'm not a financial advisor. I just look at the charts, tell you what I think about them, where price might be heading, and I'm a trader as well. I'll teach you how to trade if you come in my Discord. Got a great, awesome Discord to be a part of, and if you want to learn how to trade in this crappy environment, you can make money, whether it's going up or down. We don't care. We don't care what way it's going. We just want to make some money in this environment. I guess I need to get my picture on the screen. Here we go. I'm going to activate that in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Boom. There I am in all of my glory, along with my merch, Jim of All Trades. Chill, the market always comes back. Coffee mug. There's a link in the description if you want to find the Bonfire merch channel that I have. You can get yourself a mug and a t-shirt and sport it wherever you go. Telling everybody you love the Jim of All Trades channel. I don't know if I would. To be honest with you, I've never bought any merch from a YouTuber. So I'm not a very good salesman either. But anyway, all right, good to see y'all. Happy New Year to you. Hope your New Year's going well. Anybody else checking in? Hasta la vista, Barbie. What's up, buddy? Hey, Kimosabi. What's up, buddy? Johnny English, I am doing very well. Well, Crypto Creek, stop losing. Come on in. Come on into the Discord. I got some educational videos. We got a good crew, but don't come in thinking you're going to take signals. This isn't a signal group. It's learning how to trade, learning how to manage your risk. Up or down? I'm kind of the up persuasion, Kimosabi, right now. I think there's a little wave, a little stop hunt to the high on the way. I think it's coming. We might even have a little 1-2-1-2 action right here. We'll see. That may turn over and come on down deeper, and maybe a stop hunt to the low before that high. Not sure, but we're getting ready to. It's kind of threatening to break structure right now. Kind of threatening to break. It's kind of rejecting though. We're rejecting. Let's see if it breaks or not. Looks kind of like a flat too, so that may be a flat and getting ready to come on down. Getting a little rejection. Well, anyway, Crypto Creek, I would love to have you in the Discord. It's well worth a $40 subscription for a month. You get a lot of educational stuff, a lot of psychology stuff, just and a good group of guys to be around. 2 live streams every day with some ideas for trading. We do live trading in the mornings, most mornings on Market Open. I'm even live for London a lot of times. So if you want to trade late, I'm up for that as well. All right, guys. Well, let's let's jump in. Let's jump in. There's about 27 of you here. Let's see 27 likes. Let's see if that evens out here. Looks like we're breaking structure to the upside. That's not a bad little signal. We'll see. It's not quite there yet, but it's close. Close to making another high here. This is not a bad 1-2-1-2 rocking. If that is, where would price be? Let's just do a little micro analysis here, guys. If anybody's trading this trash, this trashola. This is, by the way, this is real trash. What this is not fun price action. Let me just say that it's not nice, not nice at all. You could have a series of 1-2s on your hand. You know, the way. Well, let's just start with the micro, guys. We're going to start with the micro, then we'll go to the macro, okay? There's a couple of ways to look at this price action here on the 1 hour, okay? So on the 1 hour chart here, basically, this could be, a 3-wave move with a 3-wave move back to the upside and then a 5-wave move to the bottom. That could be a flat, what we call a flat in Elliott wave world, which would signify another impulse wave to the upside. It would signify more up. Okay? That very well could be what's coming. Okay? That this wave is about to start cranking to the upside, and we're going to go take the top out. And more than likely, if we get a nice fast move to the upside, if it goes up nice and fast, more than likely I'd expect a nice fast move back to the downside, a rejection. That would be what I would expect. And in that scenario, this would be a wave 4 right here, this wave, and this would be a wave 5. So we'd want to see 5 waves here. We want to see 5 waves. So there's a possibility. There is a real possibility. Real wave count. Now, I'm not certain about that. That is an idea. That's an idea. Now, when we talk about Elliott wave, I always tell Mike, I think it's dangerous to trade the 5th wave because a lot of times what you think is wave 4 and then you're looking for wave 5, you never get it. And this thing could just roll on over, and this could be a finished wave. Okay, so what if it's a finished wave and it's not a 4th wave? Well, what would it be, Jim? Well, if it is finished, then you've got maybe an ending diag. Okay. Where you have an expanding ending diag, or you have 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It's an ending diag. This was right here, your wave 4. That was wave 4. And this is wave 5. Now this right here is one wave to the downside. We're waiting for wave 2 to finish, or wave 2 has finished. It's possible. It is possible that wave 2 indeed has already finished. You got a 3-wave shape here. You got to move there, move there, move there. That's 3 waves. It's come back. What is that? The 786 retrace? Let's see. Came to the 786 retrace. Came past the golden zone. It's been playing around the golden zone here. Now, the question of the day is this going to roll over and come down, which it very well could. Very well might. Okay, is that going to roll over and come down, or is this? So if it does roll over and come down, then this was a finished wave 1-2. Okay, so we'd look at it like this. We'd say this is wave 1, boom. This was wave 2, boom, right there. Now what's happening here? Well, we got another impulse right there. That's a wave 1. What's that? That's a wave 2. Now here's where the count breaks down, because you got 3 waves right in there. If this was a 1-2, 1-2, you would expect this to impulse and continue coming down. It didn't do that. It didn't do that. This actually gave you a 3-wave move to the downside. Okay. Then it gave you this weird shape. I'm not even sure what that is. Now, what's happening here? This appears to be a 3-wave, but this could easily turn into something 5-wave-ish. So I'm not a big fan of the 1-2-1-2 count to the downside. I'm not a fan of it. And the primary reason I'm not a fan of it, I'm not as bearish from a wave structure standpoint yet, is because of this wave right here. Let's jump in right. This wave right here. That wave right there says that's 3 waves. Okay? That's 3. Look at a small time frame here. Get a little bit of a dumpola right here. It was kind of threatening to go up here, but now we're getting a red candle kind of engulfing that. We'll see that what happens there in the 5-minute. We'll see if this is going to find its momentum to the upside or just roll over and come down. I'm torn, guys. I really am on which direction micro is going to take us, because this wave structure right here is pretty trashy, pretty trashy. What's happening here? See, that looks like a flat right there. 3, 3, 5. That could be a 1-2 with a flat wave 2. There's a chance this is, as long as that low doesn't get broken, you're fine. But if that low gets broken, this is going to come down and make another low, more than likely. Sorry, guys, just doing a little micro trading here, as well as I want to get a sense for what she's doing. I don't like that wave at all. This looks like A, B, C at this point. I'm not sure I understand that wave quite yet, guys. Give me a second. Pretty sure they're going to come and take this low right here. They'll play around for a minute, maybe. They're going to take this low. The question is, will they take that low? If they don't take that low, you could have a 1, 2. In which case, you could get another wave to the upside. However, this could be some kind of impulse, and that's 3 waves with a truncated C. And it go on down here. Let's watch it for a second, guys. Let's watch it. The wave may tell us what she's doing right now. That's a pretty big engulfer on the 5-minute. 15-minute got a big old wick. She was a nice green candle, and then all of a sudden, boom, wicked that sucker. That's pretty bearish looking, guys. Unless we get another engulfer back to the upside, that looks fairly bearish. Let's see. Let's see. I would say that as long as they don't take this low out, there's a chance for a bullish move up. But if they do take that low, then sayonara. We're coming down here somewhere. Gonna take that low. Let's see what happens here. That could be a flat in and of itself right there. But she's kind of breaking structure here. She's about to break that low. With some power, man. With power. She didn't break it. Didn't break it. Getting ready to. Here it comes. What is that wave? And she took this low out, so that can't be an impulse to the upside like a 1-2, which that's the way I was kind of looking at it. Just stop hunted the low and came back up. Let's see what happens here. Three, 3, 5. That's a flat. 3, 3, 5, and then return down. We look at 1s and 5s, guys. If you wonder what I'm doing, if you're not an Elliott Wave trader, I'm just watching 1s and 5s. Excuse me, 3s and 5s. 3s and 5s. Trying to figure out where the 3s are, where the 5s are, which way they're pointing. Putting them together, kind of where's the wave going next. And I can start guessing wave structure on the larger time frame. This is pure trash right in here. Right in here. Why is it trash? Well, this was an impulse wave. It wasn't part of a flat. They came and stop hunted it, impulsed out of it. Looked like they were going to give you 3 waves. They took the low instead, and now they're coming back up. Now, so they're going to roll this over. More than likely, they'll roll this over and keep going. And they're going to keep stop hunting the low. Anybody going long and making it hard for them, and anybody making it hard to go short with all these rejections. Market makers and their algorithms, they know what they're doing, guys. They do. They do. How you guys doing in the chat? Lee Berger, that's what I kind of think. I think they're going up after some shenanigans. Exactly. Send me a chart in the Discord, Chemo. I'll pull it up. Seth, that's hilarious. Hey, Jay, Crypto Fever, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Yeah. Yeah, all this wave structure is pretty trashy the way it's going down. This looks like a flat to me, so that looks like 3 right there. That looks like a flat in and of itself, and then you put those two flats together, maybe we get 5 waves to the upside. I need this to finish in 5. If that is 5, then there it is. That's called a running flat. That would imply there's more down to come. Yeah, see this move right here? That's an impulse wave. The question is, what's it doing? What's that impulse doing? Because they just took the low out. There's a rule in Elliott wave says that wave 2 cannot break the low, the origin of wave 1. So this can't be an A wave or a wave 1 to the upside with this being a wave 2. I can't be a 1-2 because we just took the low out. Okay, so that can't be the scenario. Now, can it go up from here? Yeah, but as far as Elliott wave count is concerned, we can't count it that way. We can't count it that way. I wonder if it did that on all the exchanges. Let's see. Oh, wow. It hit the low a lot deeper on Bybit. A little bit deeper. Little stop hunt action there on BitGet. Coinbase, pretty deep. Yeah, it looks like they stop hunting all the charts. All right, let's look at that. What is that doing? So let's do some work here on the micro, guys. I usually don't start with the micro, but we'll get to the macro in just a little bit. But let's look at the micro because I kind of want to figure out what this wave structure could be and see if there's any kind of hints in here for where this is going. Because basically, just let me give you a little macro analysis here. So there's 2 options on the table here as far as I'm concerned. There's 2 options. Option number 1, this is A, B, and C. Sorry, my mouse got away from me. Right there, boom. That's an ABC. And now we're in the middle of some kind of impulse to the upside. Man, my mouse is just... Let me know about the live stream, guys. Is it doing okay? Excellent connection, it says, so we're doing okay. But I'm getting a little chop on my end on TradingView. TradingView is a little choppy. All right, so what was I saying? Oh, I was saying basically, if that's an ABC, well, we got an imp. Oh, come on. Let me check my. Yeah, got a good connection on OBS. All right, so if that's an ABC, then this is going to come up and make higher highs. Well, it totally could be doing that at this point, right? But we're trying to see how this wave might be coming down here, retesting this low before we go up. That's possible, okay? Or this thing's going to just keep rocking to the upside here as an impulse wave. If that's an ABC. Four-hour chart. There's 1 hour and 30 minutes left on that candle. We got a trend line that's broken here. Broken, retested that trend line. So this may be coming down here. Also have a trend line right here. See that trend line right there with these wicks? We're coming down with solid candles here. This may be ready to break this little larger trend line, which means it's going to come down and retest the bottom of this wave as well. But I'm trying to understand what's happening in here, because it's pretty hard to understand. The way I was looking at this wave, this is the way I was looking at it. I don't know if it's the right way to look at it, but I was looking at this as 3, 3, 5. I was looking at that as a flat. This was wave 1 to the upside. That was wave 2. Okay, and if that's the case, then you've got another 1 and then 2 on your hands right here. Problem is, this isn't a very nice. That's not what I expected to see. This is elongated something. If that's a 1-2, I would have expected to see this start working its way up. I would say this low right here is the last for the bull count. It's pretty much the last ditch hope for any kind of impulse. So that was the way I was kind of looking at it. And I wonder if I need to be looking bearishly at this chart. This break of structure is significant for me. One-hour chart still has plenty of room to the downside. It can correct. It can come back up here and then roll over. It would make more sense to me. 3. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out small time frame. I don't know if I'm going to do any help with be any good with small time frame tonight, guys. I'm not understanding this wave structure right here. It's not making sense to me. It's an I don't know burger for now. See, the thing is, this could be reversal. This could be coming down deep and fast. It's just kind of slow going right now, but this could pick up some real steam tonight. So there's a real possibility this thing dumps. I just don't know that we're ready to dump on a Sunday night. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen on a Sunday night. I think it's going to come on the heels of ETF news. So I think it's more likely that we just get a small dump here, down to here maybe, down retesting this area right there, with some upside to come after that. We get pumpy action like that. I think that's more likely. If it's going to dump, that's probably the way it's going to play. So guys, if we don't make a turnaround here, and start making some moves to the upside from this level here, from this area, and we start coming down, chances are it's going to be a fake out to the downside. Probably some kind of a 3-wave move Okay, that's going to be followed by a higher high, maybe. Okay, we pump into the ETF news, which happens. I don't know when it's going to happen, guys. The 10th, I know, is a deadline, but I don't know if the 10th is the day we get the news or not. Whether the SEC makes an announcement on whether they approve a Bitcoin ETF or not. So, but in my opinion, though, a positive Bitcoin ETF news is going to be bearish for the market. I think more than likely a Bitcoin ETF is going to, I mean, there's like 10 different companies that have applied, as far as we know, for the Bitcoin ETF. I think it's probably going to go through. It's probably going to get approval, a preliminary approval of some kind. It might even spark a little bit of a pump on the day of the approval, but basically the day after, the market may just absolutely just tank. Generally speaking, news events like that are anticipated, the way to play that in the market is you buy the rumor and you sell the news. Okay, so the rumor is ETF approvals coming maybe, and the news event is going to be the time to sell it. Now, do you sell the actual day of the news? Maybe. Sometimes there's a dump on the day of the news, or it's there's some kind of a fake out reaction on the day of the news, and then the next day is the day of the dump. But we're at an area at the chart, guys, that this thing could pump and take out these highs and go up to 49.50K like we're expecting, or this thing could dump and really take out these lows and really come on down. We have a wave structure that is potentially finished. Okay. Let me look at the micro time frame here on the 1 minute and see what the 1 minute's saying here. Yeah, this is dumpy, guys. This is really dumpy. You're getting these engulfing candles that just get taken out time and time again. We don't get real bullish on this wave in particular until this crosses the this 200 moving average back to the upside here in the 1 minute. Until that kind of takes out that moving average, we're not really super bullish yet. Wave structure is making lower highs and lower lows at this point. We haven't broken out of that structure yet. We haven't taken any of the highs out. So until we take this high out right there, I mean, we're not super bullish. So if this comes up and takes that high, then we can say, okay, hey, there's a break in the structure. There's a break in the pattern there. So anyway, what do you guys think about the ETF news and how that might affect the market? I don't know. Were any of you guys around for the backed dump back in 2017, right? And December of 2017, the day backed came online, the very day, if I remember right, that backed came online and the CME futures started trading. That's the day Bitcoin tanked from $20,000 to $6,000 in one day. Right? Wasn't it 1 day or just a couple of days? I can't remember now, but I'm pretty sure it was 1 day's price action or a couple of days price action. And in very, very quick form, let's just say it that way, Bitcoin tanked from 20,000 to 6,000 and then rallied back up to 17K or so. But the point is the volatility came into the market, and they used that to make, to get going and to make some money. So usually these news events that happen are money grabs by the big businesses. While everybody says, ETF news, that's very bullish. All these big companies should be coming in. When you got ETF, that's more and more viability for Bitcoin. That's more and more accessibility, and bigger businesses are going to come in, and blah blah blah. That's the narrative. That's what's being, that's the mindset of most moon boys, right? But generally speaking, whatever the moon boy mentality is, expect something to go contra to it first. It may eventually be a moonshot for Bitcoin, right? But there may need to be a stop hunt and a liquidity grab first, right? Which we have a crash of the market first, right? So anyway, I'm much more leaning, I'll be honest with you, to an imminent crash over the next couple of weeks than a pump to 70K or whatever. I personally, that makes more sense to me, but that doesn't mean that's going to happen. I'm not saying yes, this is has certainty or anything like that. I'm simply saying that that's that's likely. Okay. All right. Let's see what's happening here. This thing's about to dump. Do one of those big candles. Feels like one of these candles here. We got a trend line right here we're playing on. But we got solid candles here. These solid candles they're taking out these wicks, or at least coming. It's not wicking down to this level. They're solid candles. So this is more of a trend to the downside here, and we can't really get bullish until this trend gets broken. Till that trend gets broken back to the upside. Here it goes. Now, it took that trend line, it wicked that trend line. Let's see if we get a rejection off of it, or let's see if this is going to wick through it. That's the question mark right now. Problem is, we made a lower high here, right? So we got a lower high and we got a lower low at this point. We're having fun just watching the charts. We're just watching this thing play. So we got a break in structure here, guys. We got a break in pattern here. We get with the lower low. So the big question is this going to wick and close above, or is it going to close below? Or is it going to close above on this candle and then take another candle to close below? We'll see. But they're going to play here at this level. I don't see any wave structure that makes any sense to me. If I had to guess, small time frame wave structure, any kind of bullish hope. If you're looking for a bullish move, maybe an ending diag that's not finished. One, two, three, four, five. It's going to play around in here for a bit. It's going to wick down and reject. And that would be a 5, 3, 5 move. Where you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. What would that be? Oh man, what is that? Man, I cannot see that. I cannot see any. It's not making sense to me. I can't see it, guys. I can't see it. Can't see the wave structure. Let's go to Ethereum. See if there's any help with Ethereum. So I look at Ethereum, and Ethereum gives me the I'm done feeling. Like this was an ending diag. Though I'm not a huge fan of that either. But if that's the case, guys, that's a wave 1. That's a wave 2. This is a continuation. And we're about to get real dumpy. Real dumpy. I'll tell you what, Ethereum, I mean, there's two ways to look at it. Ethereum, you got an impulse. This could be 3 waves, and then we go up from here. That would be 3 waves. So this may need to come down a little lower. What are you guys saying in the chat? Oh, I've been ignoring all you guys. Let's see what you guys are saying here. M Chew, that's a hilarious. I love your comment. It's gonna blue ball the market until then. That's so funny. That is so funny. Oh man. Yeah, Seth, you're probably right there. M Chew, I just started the live stream looking at the micro just to see what this wave was doing. I'm gonna be looking at the macro here in just a minute, man. But I'm trading. I was trading this crap and wanted to see if there was a trade setting up. That's all. That's all. I love that phrase. Blue ball the market. Oh man. Oh. Let's see if we get a big old candle here to the downside. Because we're having a hard time being bullish right now for sure. Here it comes. Come on. Yeah, there. Come on. This price action is so trashy, guys. I'll tell you what. Trashy as crap. I'm waiting on a big old candle here. Three. See if we get a target. How about this one here? This has a chance to come and make new lows. It's probably going to play around first. Because I look at Ethereum, guys, and that wave structure to me is bearish. The only problem is it's not made a normal top that Ethereum makes. Ethereum usually makes a defined top that's higher than shenanigans. And it hasn't done that. So if this wants to come down a little lower, that's fine, and then go up and make a defined top and then reject, that's fine. But or this is a 1-2 here. And we're going to go 3, 4, 5. Finish this thing out up here somewhere and then reject. That's what I think. That's what I think needs to happen, but anything can happen, right? The let's see, the 786 is sitting at 42.3. The 1-to-1 sitting at 41.8, guys, and that's right here at the bottom of this little wick here. I wonder if we get a wick candle down here. What do you think? There's, as far as I know, there's like 10 different companies that have put in for the ETF, and January 10th is the deadline for that paperwork. So, yeah, you need to stop today, buddy. Aiken, definitely. Agree, Seth. 39.2. That's pretty deep, man. But yeah, it's totally possible. We're about to get some momentum here. Guys, I'm having just a little bit of a watch party here. We've broken this internal structure here. It's just moving awful slow right now. It's not giving us that big old command wick. What's up, Dylan? What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, I just want to catch this on camera here, guys. Coming down to a little support right in here. Little support. Lots of power to the downside, though, guys. Lots of power. Power. Getting pretty oversold on the 5-minute. 15 minutes, getting pretty oversold as well. Come on. You can do it. If this is a 1-2-1-2, guys, I mean, let me just explain to you if it's a 1-2-1-2, okay? If this is an ending diag and this is a 1-2 and then a 1-2, we have targets. Our targets are very low. I'm not here to tell you what it's going to do or anything. I'm just explaining to you that 1-2-1-2s are big, and we've broken some structure here. It doesn't mean that this is the perfect structure to focus on, because they could come and take the high. I mean, they can do any kind of structure they want, complex. Anyway, 1-2-1-2. Here's what it looks like. Well, actually, let's do the second 1-2 first. 1, 2. Okay, we're gonna go 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. All that's 3, 4, 5. That would be a first wave down. That would be a wave A. That would be 5 waves down. That'd be a wave A or a wave 1. You get 3 waves back up, retesting this breakout at some point, and then boom. And that's if you get reversal here. That's if you get reversal here. All right, so that's a bearish outlook. Bullish outlook. What do we got here? Bullish outlook, I mean, you're going to get some kind of a, maybe an ending diag, maybe, and that's going to be like an ABC. So if you get an ending diag, if this comes back up and then rolls back over to come down to take the lows out again, it's possible. Then you're looking at that right there. That's your bullish outlook right there. Let's take a peek at the alts here, guys. You guys are asking about the alts. So, it's hard to say, guys. I mean, I don't. All I can do is look at wave structure and say, okay, what's it doing? So what is this wave structure here? What is this? I mean, there's a real chance, guys, that this is bullish, right? That this is Ethereum. This is an initial wave up. That's 3 waves back, and that this turns around and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's a real possibility. Okay, you guys are gonna have to learn that if you guys were longing it in here, you're gonna have to learn to understand that you need to wait on the higher time frames for a clear 3-wave move, so you don't get stuck in trash, right? But if that's 3 waves, and this comes back and this comes back up, okay, breaks out of this structure right here. Boom, breaks out of the structure. Yeah, then there's a good chance we're either going up for 3 waves and then reject, or we're going up for 5 waves. Okay, so hard to tell, but right now that looks 3-wave-ish. But that doesn't mean it's going to stay 3-wave-ish, because if this thing gets some power to it to the downside, if this thing starts tanking, woo, buddy. I mean, it's not if it does that, it's not 3-wave-ish anymore, right? Right now, in this moment, it's looking 3-wave-ish, but you can't be bullish until this thing comes back up and breaks out of that structure, right? So until that happens, you're not trading long. This is a short. This broke the trend. This broke the structure. It broke out. Okay. So any kind of bullishness that you thought you had here, it broke it today on this candle. You should have been stopped out on Ethereum, for instance, on this candle right here. If not that candle, yeah, somewhere around 22, 25. That should have stopped any long out that you were going up from here. Long wasn't a bad idea from here, but it's a bad idea at this point, right? You say, could it come up here? Yeah, it could come up there, but we're not going to play coulds. You trade what the market does, not what the market's doing, not what you hope it's going to do, right? So you need to have a strategy for trading this stuff, guys. We got a good strategy to trade this stuff. Low risk if you play it right. So if you want to come in and learn it, come into the Discord, learn the strategy to keep yourself out of trouble in times like this, guys. Keep yourself out of trouble. You don't have to wait to the beginning of the month or anything for Patreon anymore. Whenever you come in, that's your billing cycle. So if you want to come on in and have a month in the Discord. See what you think. I would definitely encourage you to come trade amongst other traders who are trading Elliott, and as well as plenty of other analysis. We got 2 live streams a day. Now that the holidays are over, definitely we'll be back to normal. And just an awesome community, awesome educational area, and my Discord, love to have you. So with that said, what is TIA, Sean? So ADA retested its low here. Just looking at ADA right now. I'll get to TIA in just a minute. All right, ADA, what are you doing? Don't know. A little bit of a green candle for now. Doesn't look done to me, but time will tell. Doesn't look finished, though. XRP, what is XRP doing? Now, XRP is interesting because XRP is on this trend line here. And it is not clear what she is doing. It had a bit of a green candle, but oh man, that looked like a flat. Oh, that was a flat. Oh guys, that's bearish. Right here. Boom, boom, boom. That's a flat. That's at least bearish for a little bit longer. This is XRP's coming down here again. Coming back down to the trend line. Now that may be all it does. But she's coming down there more than likely. High likelihood. So we got 3, got a flat 3, get another 3. The only bullish count there is 3 waves back down. Boom, boom, boom. So you get 3 waves back down, and then you get some rejection back up. That's your bullish hope. The bearish look is that this thing is trending now to the downside. We're going to come down and break that low. That's the bearish look. This trend line is so critical for XRP. See if I can draw it again. Yeah. That's a big deal right there, buddy. That's a big deal. That trend line. This is 3 waves right here, guys. That is 3 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. A, B, and then 5 waves C. Done. Now what? What happened? Impulse, 3-wave pullback. Impulse, 3-wave pullback. Now the question is this going to keep on rocking? There's a real chance of that. But if it gets some rejection off this trend line, gets some movement to the upside, okay, that's good. But this is a critical moment for Bitcoin. I mean, for XRP especially, this is a critical moment. You know they're going to play around here for a while. More than likely, they're going to play around here, or they're going to take it out like crazy. All right, what's BTC doing in a small time frame? Yeah. Cooling down. It's cooling down on the 5-minute. Yeah, I think this is the what do you call it? The bullish hope that this is actually some kind of diag. So if this makes 3 waves to the upside here, boom, back into this level here and then rejects and comes down, that's going to look kind of like a 5-wave diagonal. Then we're looking for a long out of that. Guys, they don't make this chart easy to trade. Now, just because I'm looking at the Elliott wave structure doesn't mean that you can't trade this even without Elliott. Elliott just kind of helps us get a picture of what's going on, guys. But that doesn't mean we trade Elliott exclusively. In fact, I've over the years gotten away from and getting away. Let me say it that way, getting away from trading Elliott wave counts and more so trading. I have another system I'm developing to trade within this, and I use Elliott just to have a sense of the macro, which direction I think the waves are going, and when I think my bias should be up or down or whatever. But at the end of the day, the market does whatever it will, and to predict the market is impossible. Nobody can predict it. We can only study the wave structure and say, okay, what is the wave structure telling me at this moment, and what are the options? Okay, what if that wave structure is as you see it, then what are the options for what could be next? And it just preps you for what could be happening. But certainly the market can do whatever it wants to do, and our study of the 3s and the 5s is an imperfect study, because at any given moment, what looks like a 3 right now can turn into a 5. And what you think is a 5 could be looked at. If you turn your head sideways a little bit, you could say, well, that could be 3 as well. And so the waves are sometimes made in such a way that they're hard to understand which direction. And at the end of the day, you can have failed waves. You can have an impulse wave that's a failed wave. So there's no hard and fast rules that the market plays by. We keep our rules, though, to keep our analysis consistent. So anyway, I just say that to help you guys a little bit understand what we're doing with Elliott. Lots more in the chat. Aiken, that's a good idea, buddy. Okay. All right, let's take a peek. I'll take a peek, Sean, since you're such a good viewer here. I'll look at TIA for you. It's just probably a crap chart, and there's nothing I can. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I mean, but I look at that, and it looks like 5 waves, brother. I mean, that looks bearish to me, right? So that looks. Now, I mean, that's the 12-hour chart, but you got a 1-2 down in here, and then you got wave 3, some kind of wave 4, wave 5. Looks like a wave 4 and a wave 5. Boom, you got your divergence between wave 3 and 5, and then it's starting to reverse. So yeah, I'm bearish. I would be bearish on TIA. This is making its way down. It's about to break this structure. In fact, did it break already? It's not quite broken, but it's in the process of breaking. Yeah, I like my ending diag possibility here. I like this diag possibility. That's not a bad count. That's your bullish hope right there. And I guess the other idea is that this comes down deep. This just keeps rocking down here and retest this low, and that's some kind of a 1-2, and then or an AB. And this is going to be a more complex fourth wave of some kind, or this is getting ready to rock to the upside, bigger than I think. If this is bullish, this is going up a lot more bullishly than I think. This 4-hour candle is going to be important to watch. See how this closes. 48 minutes left on that sucker. I'll be live for 48 minutes. We'll end on the candle close. I need to get some more coffee though, guys. Yeah, TIA, I mean, it looks kind of bearish to me, man. But right now it's got a three-wave-ish look. This has a 1-2-1-2 look to it, which is super bear. This is super bear. 1, 2, 1, 2, boom. Which, yeah, any kind of pullback going down, pullback going down. Three. I mean, that is a bearish construction. That's a wave 4, wave 5. I mean, this wave shape right here, that looks super bear, man. Could get a bit of a pullback here. Could get a three-way pullback here and then a continuation down. Retest the breakout. Or it could just roll over and just start dumping. Totally. But that looks bearish to me. That looks like a 1-2-1-2. So, hope that helps you there, Sean. Harsh, Salvador. What? Was I being harsh? Guys, I guess if you want, you go ahead and put your requests in. I'll just look at the charts for you. I'll be your chart boy tonight, guys. We'll just kind of keep looking at the charts together. Just kind of do a watch party while this thing, see if the thing's going to dump for us or if it's going to, if this is going to correct here and find some bullishness here. We'll see. We'll see. So yeah, put your requests in, guys. Don't give me a lot of crap coins that don't have a lot of history. If it's got like a month or 2 months of history or even 6 months of history, I'm not going to be able to help you. The wave structure, you know, I'm going to look at the wave structure and say, yeah, there's nothing here. There's not enough price history to kind of say anything. So I need price history to help you. So, you know, just stay away from the crap coins. Maybe stay in the top 20. That'd be nice. Top 10 even would be better, but you know, I'll look at some crap coins for you, but just make sure they got some price history. Okay? That's all I ask. Also, stocks, if you guys have requests for stocks, be glad to look at stocks for you. Guys, give me 1 minute. I'm going to go put some coffee on. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, got the coffee started. Let's see what she does here. All right, what you guys got? What you guys? All right, let's look at Link. Yeah, yeah, guys. Let's look at Link. I'll look at anything you want me to look at, guys. Anything you want me to look at. As long as it's got some history to it. All right, Link. Dum bum ba dum 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 dum. 4-hour chart. Let's take a peek here. Look at the daily first. Yeah, see, you know, there's a real chance here, guys. There's a real chance this is very bearish, okay? So what's at stake here, and this goes for Bitcoin as well as Ethereum, that we might be ready to dump here. This might be dumping. You got a 3, 3, 5 right there, right? And that's kind of a wave 4, right? And then you've got this really sneaky, trashy looking wave, but that's an ending diag. Took the top out, ending diag, boom. Then what could this be here? What could this be? That could be a 1, 2, 1, 2. And so this might be coming down fast and hard over the next, I don't know, 24 hours or something like that. There's a chance. There's a chance of that count where this thing is going to come down and take out this single print. Okay, on the higher time frame, you kind of got a single print here where this needs to come down, retest this level right there. Okay, so this thing maybe I mean, because there's no support, there's no price support between here and here. Absolutely. So if we start coming down, this has a real chance of dying here. Okay. All right. Let me go get my coffee now. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Okay, so you know that's a bearish count. What I just gave with Link, that's the same count I gave with Ethereum. Okay, that this could be some kind of a really sneaky ending diag here. Boom, boom, boom. Super sneaky top. If that's a top, that's a super sneaky top. And it may not be a top, it may be part of a larger correction, right? So if it's part of a larger correction, then let's talk a little bit more bullish here. So what we could have going on here is that could be the first wave of a reversal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's wave 1 right there, okay? And what we might be having going on here is that we're getting some kind of an A, B, C back down to the downside. We're not going to make any lower lows. This is your bullish outlook, but it has us going down here over the next several over the next several months, okay? That we're going to be crashing here over the next several months, retesting these lows, okay? So that's a real possibility, okay? That the market may indeed be going up in the long term to make a higher high here, but this would be an A, B, and a C wave, okay? Retesting the 618 retrace of this move, which I said, you know, if we get that kind of a rally, you know, then on the macro, then I'd be looking for more down, okay? 3 ways more down, back down to original levels here, okay? So that's likely, that's possible, okay? If it's a multi-year bear market that I expect to see, okay? So that's a possibility. So that what you might be seeing here, potential, is the beginning of a 3-wave move. Now that's a sneaky bearish look. Now if this is actually some kind of a 3, 3, and then we got 5 going on here, then that could be a sneaky 3-wave move that then goes and makes higher highs, okay? In which case you got 1, 2, 3. All of that becomes wave 4, and then you go wave 5. So that's kind of a more immediately bullish count that gives you a fake out to the downside, finds support right in here in this little order block area, okay, right there, and then go, okay, and then we go up for a final wave. So there you go. That accommodates the hidden bull that you kind of see down here. But there's really some bearishness down here in the RSI, because the RSI is saying, hey, I have broken out of this structure on the daily. The daily has come down. The sentiment is bearish. It's still bearish on the daily, and we have broken out. Any kind of pullback is just going to be a pullback. Okay, so right now the charts are looking, the way they're turning tonight, very bearish. Now that you know they can turn on a dime, but right now that's the way they're looking. It is Sunday night. It is prepping for the week. Let's see what kind of a move we get tonight, okay? All right, so that's my analysis on Link. And really that analysis applies to the entire crypto market, that it brings you to a dichotomy of counts here, where either you have a finished wave and a sneaky ending diag on the screen, okay? Even Bitcoin has that sneaky ending diag. Right here. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of a sneaky little ending diag, right? And then what you have is a wave 1 to the downside. Come on. Wave 1 and a wave 2. And now we got a 1, 2 again on the smaller time of wave 3. We're going to get 4, 5, something like that. And so this is just the beginning stages of wave 3. Come down here, wave 4, wave 5, something like that. Okay? That's a bearish look. That is bearish. Okay? That's also what that could be. That the only way that's bullish, okay, is if we change this to a middle wave, this middle wave to not, that's not an ending diag, but rather this is an expanded flat. Okay? If that's the case, okay, then all of a sudden you're looking at this wave as, okay, I got 1, 2, this is 3. You're getting a really deep 4. You're getting a really deep wave 4. Then you're going to go up for 5, and that's what we were looking at with Link, right? So that's your bullish hope, right? That this is some kind of a correction here, or your bullish hope is that this was a correction. This was A, B, C, okay, and now we're looking for a higher high. We're looking for this to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so your bullish hope is that this correction that we're currently getting is not going to continue forever. It's just going to come down, retest the low here, and then go on up. So that's your bullish hope. But even then, guys, then you got 1. Oh, sorry. Let's try that again. Then you got a 1, 2. All that's 3. This is your wave. Come on. This is your wave 4. That's wave 5. Then we're done. Okay, we're done. So, but that's what's at stake right now. That's where we are in the chart. That's the dichotomy of the chart. There's pretty much 2 counts. We either have a sneaky top that just got put in, sneaky top, and now we're getting ready to go down and go down hard. Okay, like really hard. Like tonight might be a dump, or tomorrow might be a dump like you haven't seen in a while. That just takes out a bunch of people. Okay, that's a real possibility. Okay, or this is just a correction, and we're gonna see some new highs made. So you're gonna have to place your bets with some good risk management, because right now the market could go either way. It's up or down. I'm not here to tell you where it's gonna go. Just telling you what the wave structure could be saying. The wave structure could be bullish, could be bearish. Just depends on the way you want to look at it. You got to have another system to trade. You don't need to trade Elliott all the time, but you can trade Elliott, but you got to have a system to manage your risks so you're not losing like crazy. You're going to have to learn how to cut trades. You learn how to manage your own FOMO. You're going to have to manage your entries, manage your position sizes, and things of that nature. If you need some help, again, I want to invite you into the Discord. That's what we focus on, education, educating guys so they don't lose their money. We're all about it, and we'll try to keep you accountable as well to your psychology, because guys, only 5% of people who try to trade can actually do it. But you got to learn to discipline yourself, and you're gonna have to learn to trade. Don't come in to try to find signals. Signal groups don't work. I don't care where you are. Signal groups don't work. Okay, unless you know how to cut trades and you know how to manage your risk. So, all right. So there's your analysis for Link. What's the next? I'm giving it some in-depth analysis. Hope you guys appreciate it. Hit the likes if you do appreciate it. And I've already hit TIA, so TIA is done. Now we're on SEI. I already did the TIA analysis, guys. It looks pretty bearish, just to recap on that. So let's look at, there's the Link. But remember, all the charts are going to start rhyming. It's all going to be the same analysis. I'm going to sound like I'm a broken record. SEI, Tether, there we go, boom. Okay, see, there's no price history here, guys. I don't see any price history here. So I'm not going to be able to help you very much at all. I mean, this Elliott is not going to help you on this chart. Okay? Elliott's just not going to help you. Because there's no price history here. So SEI, hard to say. If you ask me, I mean, right now it looks pretty bearish. And price has broken its structure, okay, and it's coming down. I could see a retest of it, which means we could come up and hit the high one more time. So if they want to come up and hit the high again, they can, right? And then reject, that would be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's kind of 5 clear waves, right? This could be 5 waves to the downside. Let's go to the smaller time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting wave 5. If that's the finish of wave 5, give you a 3-way pullback and then a continuation down. Okay, this could be, I don't think it's part of a flat. Yeah, the market, Jay Handel, Rubio, yeah, absolutely. It's breaking structure. It is ugly for sure. All right, let's look at I and J. So sorry I can't help you much with SEI. I and J, USDT. Oh, man, what is that? That's a pretty wave structure. I know that. Okay, so for me, I look at this and I'm like, man, that looks bullish, right? So I look at INJ and I'm like, okay, all right, look at that. We got an impulse. We got a 3-wave pullback. Let's go. 5 waves. Boom. Let's go. So there's a possibility, okay? So if we, but the negative side to it is that we've broken momentum, and we're pointing down for now until we break the momentum on the RSI back to the upside, okay? Until we break this momentum back to the upside, I can't get really bullish, okay? I can't be super bullish here on INJ until this breaks back up, breaks the trend, right? So, but right now we have lower highs and lower lows. Now this hasn't closed. This is still yet to close. We got 4 hours on this 8-hour candle, and we haven't closed. Looking on the daily, we've got right now we're heading down, right? But we got to see how this daily candle closes. But right now this looks bearish. It looks very bearish. But we know that at any given moment it can change, right? So right now, BTC small time frame. Let's see what we got. It looks like we got a 3-way pullback. We got an impulse, 3-way pullback. That's the way it looks for now. Boom, boom, boom. Are we going to go up here? That's possible. So there's an impulse. There's your 3-way pullback. Let's go. Okay? But if that's the way it's designed to look, this is going to roll over and make lower lows. But we really can't get super bullish, even on pullbacks, until this 1 minute trend line. 200 moving average. I should say this 200 moving average gets broken to the upside on the 1 minute. I know it's a 1 minute chart, but that's the first step. It breaks that 200 moving average. That's when you can start getting a little bit more bullish. And notice that 200 moving average is congruent with my trend line here. So if it breaks that 200 moving average, it's probably going to break that trend line as well. Otherwise, this could be a 3-wave pullback back to retest the breakout, okay, and then a continuation down. Okay, and the other option here as well is that this is some kind of a 3-wave. And we're getting that ending diag I was telling you guys about. So that's a bullish idea as well. Where we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is gonna come up here, okay, and then roll over and make an ending diag, okay, and that's a bullish idea because after that ending diag, I'd expect some kind of rejection and then continuation to the upside. What we know, though, is that this is kind of coming down bearishly, yes, but it's not giving us this big rejection candle that's just like really fast and furious. So, and unless this starts to give it to us, but we have broken out of this structure here, and right now we've broken with confirmed candles closes. Below this line, so I would like to see this, continue down with some power, okay, to verify that break. But we may not get it. We'll see. There's still some selling power happening right now, for sure. Okay, so back on in J. So right now, back to injection here. On the 2-hour chart, you really got a chance, guys. You got a chance for bull. Your bullish chance is that you got A, B, C. And then here we go. That's your bullish chance. And that's going to be basically a 1, 2, you're going to get 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I'm just drawing 5 waves, looking for 5 waves to the upside. So if this thing rolls over and continues and breaks this low, that count that I just gave you of the 1, 2 is invalid because a wave 2 can't go below the origin of wave 1. So you can't have a 1, 2 when wave 2 breaks wave 1. So when this comes down and breaks that level, then that count's invalid. You gotta abandon it. But right now we've come down to this the 618 retrace golden zone. We got 3 waves. It's beautiful. Let's go long here. Not really. You could really think more about going long on a break of that to the upside and a pullback. So if this breaks to the upside, gives you a little pullback, then that's what then you might want to think about going long on it. But until then, no go. If you're short, that's your stop. Okay, a break back above that trend line, that's your stop. ADA took the low out. I don't have a clear 5 waves here. I don't really have any price support here either. Not until down here. We don't have any real price support until we get down here. Doesn't mean it can't bounce here. It just means that, where's the price? Where's support? Where's the price support? I guess we're bouncing on the top of this wave. So this is retesting the breakout here. You know, your bullish hope for ADA is that this is a wave 1. That's a wave 2. This is wave 3. That's wave 4. And you're now going to get a pump back to the upside for wave 5. And this needs to find support here and get some momentum to the upside going. Okay, there's injection. There's ADA. Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. I love Tesla. Tesla, I already got it on my chart here. That's not a 1-2. That's an old chart. That's an old chart. Okay, so this looks like an A, B, and a C. That looks like 3 waves. Boom. ABC. Now what's happening here? What's happening here? Well, this looks like a flat right there. Okay, and so that's an A. This is B. Looking for C. C. So looking kind of for a strong dump here. The other possibility on that is that this is more dumpy than I give it credit for. Okay, this is more dumpy than I give it credit for. So Tesla could, if it wants to get real dumpy, that could be a 1-2, 1-2 to the downside, or it could be part of a leading diagonal. That's a possibility. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a 5 to leading diag. In which case, I would expect a 3-way pullback and then more down. Okay. Now, if that could be a 3-wave, we could get something like that. Okay, this could be complex, part of a complex correction, or it could be part of a real deep dive. How are you guys doing? 89 of you here. Welcome, welcome. Hit the likes for me, guys, if you're enjoying the content. Let's see. So there's Tesla for you. I think something complex is happening in here, but I'm bearish on Tesla. Okay, I'm bearish on Tesla. Let's look at SOL next. SOL, boom. Oh, that's looking dumpy. Okay, this wick got filled with solid candles on the 2-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart. That's bearish, guys. That's very bearish. Okay. Right now we have a trend line that is about to break structure here. So this is what we want to watch, guys, right here. Are we going to find support here? Is this going to retest the breakout? Boom, find support and go up for another wave. Possible. Okay, we got hidden bull in the chart. Boom, boom. That's hidden bull. See if I can get my. There we go. Right there. There's hidden bull in the chart. So yeah, that's a possibility. We go for a higher high. Okay, what's BTC doing? Let me just take a peek on the small time frame. What BTC is doing. Okay. Right now we got some bullishness happen. This is either ABC or it's 1-2 in the middle of a 3. So either this is A, B, and C. Okay. Now this B wave could get more complex. It could come down here, the B wave, and then do that. Because you got 3, 3, 5. It could come down really fast. Retest the low, get people shorting again, then come up, retest the high, get everybody that shorted that, get everybody freaked out, right? And stopped out, and then it could come down after that. And that would be a complex correction. Well, a little bit more of a complex, not super complex, but more complex. This could be just a simple zigzag as an ABC. A, B, looking for C. We need 5 waves in C to play. 1, 2, looking for 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and that could be an ABC. Or, guys, this is the beginning of a reversal. This is a 1, 2. We got a wave 3 to the upside. Okay, but it's got to break back in. It's got to break back into this trend line area that's broken. Right. Right now, it's retesting that trend line with a 3-wave move. We got that trend line right now, so it's right now it's retesting, okay? Or it could just be a fake out. We didn't close the 1 hour, did not close below that trend line, or it kind of did, but it wicked it, so it didn't close substantially. So I can get this stuff out of my way so I can see what I'm doing, y'all. See what this candle's doing. 16 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. Right now we got a wicked bottom here. Let's see how it closes. We also got 16 minutes on the 4 hour candle, and it's wicking. Okay, so question is, right now it's wicking back to this area right here, finding some price support right here. This could have been a stop hunt for sure for the longs, and then they go. It's a real possibility, guys. Real possibility. Or this is just 3 waves on the small time frame. This is just a 3-wave pullback. ABC. It's awful pretty, but it's too pretty. It's too pretty of a 3-way. So I don't know if that's going to turn into an impulse, or if that's just going to 3-wave and then reverse. So I tell you what, you want to pay attention to if it breaks this structure right here. It looks like it wants to try to. If it breaks that moving average, the 200 moving average, looks like it's retesting it. If it breaks it, then that's a little bit more bullish, right? But if it comes to it and finds rejection off of that 200 moving average, then that's going to be a continued trend to the downside. That's going to be more trending to the downside, right? This has more bearishness to go. But we may be retesting the 200. It is the 1 minute chart, but I do like that as an indicator for sure. We got hidden bear. We got hidden bearish divergence on the 1 minute time frame. We got a 3-wave shape with hidden bear. So right now that's kind of saying, hey, this is looking a little bit more bearish than bullish for now, but we need to see how this is going to play. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. I got it on my screen over here. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's see what else we got. So I've already done Tesla. I've done SOL. So SOL, guys, I guess we're looking to find if we're going to get support here or if it's going to break through or not. So that's a question. If that's a 1-2-1-2, we're real bearish, okay? Or it could be some kind of leading diag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there's a possibility. So this might, if it's a leading diag, it probably still has more down to go. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a 3-wave pullback and then continuation. Waves awful, getting awful pretty. This is one of the pretty. This is a very, very pretty Elliott wave. But we have this saying in our group: it could be too pretty, right? When Elliott waves get too pretty, I don't like them. I don't like it when they're too pretty. So that's 5. We got 3-way pullback. I mean, this looks like a perfect ABC. I mean, you don't get much prettier than this. So it looks like a pretty 3-wave. If this gives you maybe a 3-way pullback and then a continuation, that would be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's bullish. Which I see as a possibility here. Otherwise, if this impulses to the downside makes a lower low, then obviously that's bearish for a little bit more down or a lot down. We'll see. Okay, what's the next one I'm looking at? I looked at Tesla. What's after Tesla? SOL. Looked at that. Let's look at H bar now. You got Jim Pierce being your chart boy for the night, looking at it. Man, I know that looks super bearish, but that's got a 3 wavishness to it, or even a 5 wavishness to it that says, hey, I might be done. We might be correcting back to the upside for a little bit. There's hidden bull on that chart. But here's the deal. Well, we're finding some support here. We haven't broken yet. You see this move right here? Where it jumped back up and then came back down. This could jump back up and then come back down. So we might get a pullback here. Substantial. That gets us ready for, so that pump might coincide with a Bitcoin top, hitting the high one more time as well. But this wave structure here, let's see. Let's look at the 12-hour. It looks awful bearish, man. I'll tell you what. 3. Let's go 5. That could be a 1, 2, and then we go up after that. After it retests the lows, this could be real bearish. It could come down fast and furious. Or it might find support here. I mean, we've got a trend line it's playing on right now. Playing on that trend line. If it finds support, it might be temporary support. Might get a wave like this, where it pops and then rolls over. But we took that high out and rejected. 3-way pullback and then come down, or this might find some more downside here. That's the question. I don't know the wave shape, but this looks bearish right now. Right now, looks bearish. Looks like it's got more down, and we know that things can pull back first before coming down, right? So we gotta see what's gonna happen here. They're not gonna make it easy on you. But H bar, it's the story of every chart. They all look bearish right now. Okay, look at Atlas. Atlas is next. ATLAS, USDT. I'll bet you it's this is a crap coin. Yeah, sorry, I can't help you on Atlas. I mean, that chart is just nothing. There's nothing there. I'm sorry, I can't help you on that one. There's not enough price. There's no price history there. There's no real wave action. And let me try a different exchange here. Let's try I don't know. How about BitGet? Well, that's better. I mean, that's better. But yeah, there's no price history here. But if Atlas, oh, Atlas Salt stock. Okay, gotcha. Okay, got it. Not seeing the NASDAQ. I'll look at the Canadian exchange. Oh yeah. Got it. Okay. No, I haven't looked at Ladies USDT yet. I don't even see it in my list. Yeah, it looks like an impulse. This is hard. Here's what you do on this particular stock. I mean, that looks bearish. It looks like the target eventually it's going to come back down here. Price is coming back down here. Okay. So price is coming down to 23 cents to 25 cents. I mean, I think that's a pretty good guesstimate. Okay. So I think price is coming down. The question is, how is it coming down? Are you going to get a price pump before a dump? Is it going to pump in 3 waves and then come down, right? I don't know, but I'm targeting, I would look to long it down here, or it's going to die, okay? And this is just in the death throes of death, okay? Death throes of death, whatever that means, right? But that's what I would say here for the stock. So what you want to do, if you want to trade it, is you draw squigglies on the line. No. I would say, you could draw a couple of trend lines. You got this one right here, that if it breaks that to the upside, that's good for a bullish rally, man. Who knows how long it's going to last, but it's good for a bullish rally, much like these right here. Now, if it breaks this trend line right here, okay, then a little bit more bullish rally, like a little bit higher price, but it doesn't mean forever, okay? You can also do that on the RSI. They draw that trend line right there. If it breaks above that trend line, this is the 3-day trend line, then that's going to be bullish for the stock for a little while until it breaks back below. So as this develops to the upside here, okay, it'll create another trend line. And when it breaks back below that trend line, then that's when you get bearish again, especially if it comes back up to the 50. On the 3-day, look for another bearish move potentially. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that stock not looking great, though you could get some dead cat rallies, I think. But I think you ought to be looking for price to come down to 25 cents or lower, back down to these levels down here. It's probably where it's heading. Okay, hope that helps you. That's the best I can do for Atlas Salt. Hope that helps you. This is Atlas Salt. Okay. And Casper. Somebody's asking for Casper, so let's look at that. It looks like BitGet is the only one selling. Let's see. It's not on many exchanges anymore. Casper isn't. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here as far as Casper's concerned. That looks like a diag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is in the middle of a three-wave pullback back down to these levels. You can get a pullback here, and it could roll back, but this is looking down on the daily chart. Is down is the general direction, I believe, of Casper here. I've already done Freak. I've already done ADA. You might rewind it till you can find it where I did the ADA analysis. What else here? I'll do a couple more. We're getting ready to get a 4-hour candle close here. That's good. Let's just take a peek at Bitcoin again on the 4-hour. See what this 4-hour candle's looking like. So yeah, so this 4-hour candle's wicking where these other ones wicked. And so the question is, are we going to find price support here at the closes of these candles here on the 4-hour? I mean, that's, or is this gonna pull back, retesting 50% of this candle, and then find some more bearishness? But right now we got 1 minute left till the candle, 30 seconds left on this candle, and it's holding this level that has been wicking. It's also holding this trend line as well. So it broke this trend line and wicked back into that area. And so the question is this going to find support? Is the next candle going to be engulfing to the upside? Was that just a pullback and now we get more bullishness? Or is this going to break this and come on down and break these levels? If it does, we may get a really, really big dump here. All right, we got a new 4-hour candle. On the 1 minute time frame, what we've just done is retested in three-wave. We got three-wave shape here. Okay, back to the moving average, back to the 200 moving average. Okay. So what you're wanting to see is this going to break back up and start trending above this 200 moving average. Okay, if it does, then that's going to be a bullish indicator. Okay, you also see this trend line that we're retesting as well. This trend line right here, if it breaks above that, that's going to be just a small time frame, but a bullish indicator that, hey, we might be on our way up. But if we reject here and come down, that's going to be very bearish, at least for another wave down. All right, guys. It is 11 o'clock. I've been going for 2 hours straight. I'm gonna call it now on the requests. At this point, I'm gonna finish up the last requests that are on the screen, which I see 3 of them. I see Caspa with a K, WIN, and then and Mr. or MSTR. That's I know. That's microtrends, I believe, isn't it? In MSTR microtrends. So anyway, that's what I'm going to call that good, and we're going to have. I hope it's been a nice and fun live stream. But let's look at those last ones, and then we'll kind of look at Bitcoin one more time for some final analysis. We're going to see if we get a dump here. I would love to get a dump on camera. That would be amazing. Because I'm all these charts are just looking so stinking bearish right now. But we know that things can change on the turn, on a dime. We know that. All right, so the first thing I notice is that, Caspa, that's Casta. That's not Caspa, that's Casta. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, there's no price action here, guys. I mean, when I get a chart like this and I don't have any real length of time, wave structure is not going to help tremendously. I don't see 5 waves here, but I do see 2 3 waves. I see this is 3 waves, and 3 waves. Now, if this wants to come on up, here, that would be a 5 wave. That would be a nice 5 wave move. So I wouldn't mind seeing 1, 2, 3. This is wave 4, and then 5. And then after this pump, if it pumps, okay, I would expect Caspa here, KASPA, to come all the way back down to where it started. Expect a dive. Okay? Expect a dive. Okay, let's check out what BTC is doing here. Yeah, so we're getting a little bit of an engulfing candle here. Is this going to roll over? Is this going to come on up? We're at a moment of decision here, guys. At a moment of decision. Right now it's finding support at the top of that hump right there. The breakout, pull back to it. If it continues, that's going to be bullish, guys. This could be wave 5. That could be an ABC. And then, so that could be a wave 5 as long as we get rejection after one more hit to the high. Or it could be done now and continue down. We're at a key minute, man. It's a decision moment. At least one of them. We may be coming down, just maybe later. There may be a bigger pullback. It's hard to say. So yeah, that's the bullish look right there on Caspa. The bearish look says, hey, we're already done, man. We finished. This is going to end up coming down to the retest this breakout. Okay, pull back, give you a 3-wave move back down to where it started. Eventually, price is going to come back down to where it started. Guaranteed. That is going to happen. I don't know when and how, but price is coming back down here, okay? And that may die. Guys, we're going to have a crypto winter, guys, and there's a bunch of cryptos that are going to die, okay? A bunch of cryptos are going to die off. So don't think that we're just going to have this bull run that forever. I don't think so. We might have one last hurrah. I don't know. If we do, we do, right? But I think a crypto winter is coming, and a lot of these cryptos are going to die off. They're going to be killed by the winter that's coming. Okay, and only the actual projects that are really viable for the future are going to last. Okay, that's it. So the question is, what has utility in the real world? That's the question, and that's what's going to last. That's what you guys should be betting on. What has viability as far as utility is concerned? Real utility that has a real chance of actually being used in the real world. Which one is it? And those are the cryptos you should bet on. But don't think, I think CBDCs, guys, are going to be the way of the future, more than likely. This has a little bullishness to it here, guys. The way this wave is shaping up. Got a little bullishness. This is a do or die moment here. We got maybe one more hit here. Gonna break above the moving average, or it could still break above and then come back in. But breaking above the moving average and this trend line is a change in behavior. It's a change in behavior. So we got to see if it's going to reject off of here, or is this wave 5? So here's how I count this on the small time frame: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's 5 waves of C, of an ABC. A, B, C. Okay, if that's an ABC, then we should see rejection here. Otherwise, this will keep pumping. Okay, so if that's an ABC, we should see rejection and a lower low made. Otherwise, this is going to go up for higher targets and more bullish wave. This is the moment of truth, at least for now, for this small time frame. And the other possibility here, guys, is that this is part of an ending diag that I mentioned, right? We got 2, 3. This is coming up for 4 and 5. But right now, this is too pretty of an ABC. I mean, it's really pretty. It's almost too pretty. So I tend to think this is coming up higher. But if we get some rejection candles here, that'll be good. So let's see what happens. I mean, good for down, that is. The market will still look as bearish as it is. It won't change outlook. But if it starts breaking above here, it's gonna have a harder time. It's going to look more bullish. It's going to look more bullish. Let's just say that. If it rejects here, that's what we expect to see in a bearish market. A pull back to the trend line, pull back to the moving average, and then a rejection. It's a nice 3-wave pullback. It's beautiful. It's almost too pretty, though. That's my problem. A little skeptical right now. Got a little skepticism in me. We'll see. Okay. All right. I just did Caspa. Let's do WIN now. Wow. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that's looking pretty bearish. Looks like price wants to come back down here, make a lower low, and then come up maybe if it's going to come up, or it could come and die. This is looking down. WIN looks down to me, guys. Sorry. Now your bullish hope, just to give you some bullish hope here, is that this is a 3-wave pullback. Boom, boom, boom. You're gonna find support here, and you're gonna make it higher high here. Okay, that's your bullish hope. But it needs to find support about where it is. Trend line. This is the daily chart. Yeah, so probably on this trend line here. You got a 3-wave shape here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get some support and go up. But that looks pretty bearish to me. This looks like it's not done. Not anywhere near done. The first place I'd watch for a bounce is somewhere around, I don't know, 72, 73. If it's going to bounce, that's a good place to bounce. Otherwise, if it breaks that trend line, there could be a pullback, and then could be an ending diag of sorts, and then a high. But anyway, I see a little bit of a downward and lower low coming potentially. That's the way wind looks. Up or down, as always, up or down. But I guess I would bet down for now, till I get a break of structure. If you want to put on the 12-hour chart, you get a break of this pattern here, break of that pattern to the other. If it breaks that substantially and closes above, okay, and then you got to change the behavior. Other than that, you got to be bearish right now. You got lower lows, lower highs, closes. Yeah, that's bearish, man. That's bearish. And you can't be bullish until that pattern breaks. Okay. MicroStrategies is next. Oh, that's a fancy three-wave, man. That's a fancy one. I can tell you what, we got bearish divergence here on MicroStrategies. I think this is about to tank. If I had to guess, MicroStrategies looks like it's about to tank. It looks like it's about to break structure here. Okay, watch for a break of that structure right there. Watch for a break of that. That's going to be bearish. At least for a three-wave, you know, before it goes up again, maybe. One. That's three waves. See this is sneaky. So here's a sneaky count. If that's three waves right there. If that's an ABC right there, a running flat, then you could have something like A, that's B, this is C. Okay? And this is about to go down. It could have more high, but this is about to go down to retest this low. Boom, boom, boom. Or you get a three wave and then back up, retesting this high and then down. See what BTC is doing in a small time frame. What are you doing there, BTC? What are you doing? Keep you guessing till the end. Yeah, so three, that could be an ending diag. Yeah, I want to see what happens right here. Does it bring the RSI down in three waves and then we go up again? Looks like we're ready for a little bit of a correction. At bare minimum, this is ready for a correction, I would think. Then it could go up higher, or this could come down. We'll go to zero, but maybe come down and I don't know. It's already retested the low pretty strong. There's a chance that's very bullish. If you get a three-way pullback and continuation, I mean, there you go. There's your bullish look. This all depends on what happens right here on this wave. What's going to happen right here, guys? What's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. That wave structure could be really bullish. BTC still pumping a little bit. Pumping up the jams. Yeah, this is looking a little too pretty here. Let's see what happens. Too pretty. I think there's maybe some short-term up to come. We'll see what happens to this wave. Could be a 1-2 to the downside, or this is going to pull back and continue up. Or give you a three-wave pullback and continue up. So watch out for that. That's really bullish. You get a three-wave like that, and then it goes up. That's a 1-2, 1-2. And that's really bullish. So that's your bullish. I'm trying to be as balanced as I can be. The market looks bearish, but I'm trying to be balanced. Not a bear boy. All right, so back to micro strategies. It's not a low burger on the wave structure. This looks like another day of trading. It's going to break the structure and come down. Best I can tell. Micro strategies. It looks like it's due for a correction. Yeah, there's a bullish count, but it looks like it's due for a correction. And then up. So yeah, that's your bullish count. You get a little bit of a correction here, and then up you go. So let's see what happens right in here. That's your bullish look. All right, guys. I am exhausted. I'm pretty tired. Let's see. I'm trying to do my best for you right now. I'm not doing any more, except two. I'll do LA Lattice, Ladies Lattice, whatever that is, and then I'll do. Cowboy, what is QNT? Tell me about that first, and I might look at it. What does it have to do with CBDCs, please? If you can let me know that, I might look at it. I'm kind of tarred. All right, let's look at LADYS, USDT on Bybit. Yeah, there's nothing there. I mean. See if another chart is better. Yeah, there's nothing there. Looks like it's got a little bit more down to go, and then probably another pullback, and then it could die. It could pump up. You know, there's no price history there. That's a gamble, right there. That's just a big gamble. Looks like normal crap coin behavior. Sorry, I can't help you on Lattice. Yeah, no, there's nothing on the RSI that's saying anything to me. Sorry. Just be honest with you. Sorry about that. Not that I'm being honest, but that there's not much I can do to help you. Yeah, PolyX. Same thing. There's nothing here. I mean, right there, it looks like a flat. Looks like more down is coming. Guys, I'm telling you, the charts are bearish as crap. I mean, they're really bearish right now. chart's just super bearish. I mean, the only bullishness here of right now, if there's any bullishness, is that this is an ABC pullback. If that's an ABC pullback, then and it goes up to make another high, that's really bullish. That would change my perspective a little bit, right? If that happens, we get a three wave and then back up. That would be like, hey, there's a 1-2-1-2. You know, that would change my perspective. Okay. Now, if we get a stop hunt to the high here and then a rejection again, then I'd look at this as an A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if it rejects, then I'm still not bullish, even though it comes up. It's got to come up here, close, pull back, and continue, right? That's the only way I'm real bullish right now. But right now we got lower highs, lower lows, and it's not broken any structure yet to the upside. So until it breaks this structure to the upside, I can't be bullish right now. So the market at this moment in time, while I'm live with you guys, is not bullish at all. It's really bearish looking. But again, we know it can change on a dime. So I'm not giving you trading advice, and I'm not telling you to take a position here. But you know, there's a real chance this could start trending to the downside pretty deeply. So I don't know. That's on the table, guys. It is on the table. So all right. Well, guys, I've had a good time with you. Let me know in the comment. Let's see. Quant Network is project with the Bank of England for the pound CBDC framework, Latin America. Okay, all right, let me look at quantum, and then I'm done, guys. I'm all finished after this one. So thanks for hanging in with me. Leave the likes. Do all that jazz. QNT. Let's see. Where is it? QNT. Is that USDT? I guess it's a token. Okay. I mean, this is coming down and it's looking pretty bearish. It's broken structure down here on the 12-hour chart. We've broken. There can be pullbacks, right? We know that. May not go straight down, but so this could pull back. But right now it's looking kind of bearish. If we get support here, this could go up and make a higher high. Absolutely. This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That could be some kind of a diag, right? But after that next high, I would look for down. Okay, so if we get another high, down we go. This could pull back and then continue down from here. But ultimately, this looks bearish, at least for another test of this low. Another test of this low, right? Oh, come on. Right down here. This is looking bearish for another test of the low. But I could see this hit to the high and then come down. I can see that. That would be a nice Elliott move for sure. But what also could happen here is this could just roll over and get really bearish, even take this low out. If it takes that low, I'd look for a move to the upside pretty fast and furious, but then it could be bearish after that. Hard to say. There's all kinds of stuff that can happen in here. But to me, ultimately, right now, over the next couple of months, I'm kind of bearish on this. Now, whether that, again, this could pop to the high and then come down, I see that. I see that possibility, right? Or it could just roll over. This looks better to pop to the high and then come down. That looks much better, to be honest with you. All right, so that's the way quantum is looking. Well, Dave, glad you came in, man. Glad you came in. Always appreciate you, buddy. All right, I did look at Sol here recently. It's looking bearish, but we can see a pop to the high. That's a possibility. Yeah, here you go, guys. Here's what I was talking about, right? That's looking awful three-wave-ish here, right? And now they're coming back up. They're playing in this area for sure. So is that three waves, ABC, boom, and now they go up for a high. So they could come up here, take the high, and then reject. That would still be bearish. Otherwise, the bullish look at this thing is, again, this is BTC small time frame. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. And we're going long. This is a long, right? Otherwise, this is rejecting off of the moving average. Okay, we've rejected off the moving average, found support, resistance on that trend line, and we're going to have another low to be made. So that's kind of where we are, guys. We're in no man's land here. We could really be going down for a very deep dive, or we could be popping back up here. This could have just been some bearish price action, stop hunting some longs before it goes long, right? Guys, enjoyed being with you. We're going to call it a night, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks, James Coyle. Appreciate it, buddy. Hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for joining in. I'll probably be doing an update video tomorrow or Tuesday, one of the two, and probably a Thursday video, something like that. Tuesday, Thursdays in the midweek, and then Sunday. We'll at least get a start for that till now. If you guys want some Elliott Wave content, learning how to do Elliott Wave, you got to come into the Discord. I got a great educational area platform in there. Would love to have you in there. We also got an awesome community of traders all over the world, and we do some live trading in the morning, 2 live streams a day. It's well worth your time. Come on in. All right. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Dallas. Man, I love that comment. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been around a long time, since 2008. So, hey, tell your friends, Dallas. Appreciate it. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not a bear boy. I was just trying to look at the wave structure and say, hey, where's it going? Where's it going? Not bearish, not bullish, just about as neutral as I can be, man. So, but I do see some potential for bearishness here. But we're right here at the crux of a reversal back to the upside or some more down. So, yeah. Hey, thanks for that awesome comment. Made me feel good. All right, guys, have a great night. We'll talk at you later. And if you just joined us, you can go back and review what's already been done. But anyway, we'll talk to you later. Bye.